No. Fuck you now.
But come, she tried to put me in the friend zone, but she wanted some. Fuck it, I be in that friend zone, cause I fuck with her.
All right, welcome to the show. Let's get Mr. JC up in there. Do our intro.
Fuck it, I be in that friend zone.
That's right. That's right. Once again, how y'all doing out there?
Up, focus up.
All right. So once again, we have made it to February 26, 2022. Beautiful day outside. How you doing, Mr. Walk? How you doing, Mr. Floyd?
Doing all right, brothers.
Focus up, fellas.
Man.
Hey, I'm broadcasting live from Lake David in Louisiana, baby.
There you
New
go.
Orleans, baby.
There you
Yes.
go.
Mardi Gras. Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Fly
what it is.
bird
That's
out
what it
here,
is.
he right there.
Where you at? Where do you look like? You by a lake or something?
Oh, this Lake David. This my cousin house right here. This my cousin over there, big boy. Hey, big boy. We starting the show. Yeah, we out here, and I don't know the name of that animal behind me.
Hey, that's a beautiful lake, though, man. That's a beautiful back setting you got there, bro.
Lake David.
That's right.
Boy.
What's up, baby?
Lake David, baby.
Man,
That's
cracking.
All right, that's it. All right, get out of here. Bye. Now we out here. Beautiful day out here. It's nice and cool out here in Louisiana. Love it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All
Let's
right.
go.
Right.
Oh yeah, Mr. JC.
All right, now, man. So, as we always do on this Saturday morning around this time, we talk about the topics, that we think means a lot, and people need to hear our opinions and, give us their opinions about the topics we talk about. But at the same time, y'all want to start off with what the friend zone. Y'all want to talk about that? How we do that friend zone? How can you eliminate the friend zone? Is that the
That's the topic of the day for right now. The friend zone. Is there any escape from the friend zone, ladies? Really, that's a question that we're asking the women, because a guy could put a woman in a friend zone too, but more so it's the woman that put guys in friend zones. They'll have you picking up they clothes from the cleaners, or this is my friend. We going out to dinner. He's paying again, but he ain't getting none of that good stuff. So he's in the friend zone, and I feel that there is no escape from that. There's no way to get out of there.
Right, you know what? Oh, that topic, I don't know, because I didn't hear stories where you the friend, you've been a friend for 5 years, you've been a friend for a certain amount of years, and next thing you know, that perfect setting comes. You know what I mean? And that perfect setting comes, and the perfect connection, the lines and the stars all line up. You know what I mean? And
That fairy tale
and
stuff.
yeah, you know what I mean? And it happens.
Is that the escape? That's when you finally escape?
But is that healthy though?
Hey.
There's no escape. See, I feel like a lot of times women, they'll put you in that zone. They're not attracted to you. They're not attracted to you. And you know why? It's because it's about, they look at you, you're weak. You're weak. And they don't even want your weak sperm nowhere around their womb. It's some natural stuff. It's natural. Like, that's why women always gravitate to the strong, the guy who is weak. Like, oh, I love you. Here's some flowers. Let's go on a date. They don't want your semen nowhere around that womb.
God damn. Damn. That's
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hey man,
that deep.
I don't even want that fade from you. So
man,
that's
deep.
the friend zone though. That's where the friend zone is at. Because I'm gonna be honest, as far as like with me, whenever I remember the time I was a nice guy, go out on a date, dinner, movie, and it's like nothing comes from that. But the chick's like, yo, come through, bring a bottle. Yeah, this the date at the house. They want my semen by their womb. Now, I'm not saying like that. I don't want to put it all like that, but I'm saying that when you being a nice dude, you don't get nothing
Hey,
from
hey,
it.
I don't mean to cut you off,
Yes, sir.
but I think your emotions is got you lagging, and we could, yeah, you skipping. There you go.
I'll just keep. Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
I
Yeah,
got you.
I think the more you, there you go.
Move.
But yeah, I had a question. Is there such thing as SS sex, sympathy sex?
Hell yeah, I think so. Sympathy
So
sex.
she can feel sorry for the brother.
Yeah.
That's rare, bro.
And like I
I
said,
think
when
that's
those
rare.
stars line up,
Yeah.
Nah,
come on, you see it all the time.
Okay. What? Hey,
Come
Jaywalk.
on.
that's
You
rare,
see
bro.
Biggie Small. Biggie Small.
What
He had
happened?
You see
money.
big brothers with yeah. But
He
you
had
see
money.
some brothers got some brothers
But,
do got gift
No,
of gab.
but I don't even think it's about the looks, man. I don't think
hey,
it's even how you look. I don't think it's nothing to do with that. It's
okay.
about sometimes you're attracted to somebody, sometimes you ain't.
All right.
Sometimes a woman just feel their aura, and sometimes they don't.
All right. Let's lay some boundaries out. We gotta escape in the friend zone. We gotta define what the escape looks like, so we can know. Okay, you escape. If you can't, we gotta define what escape look like first. Who could define that?
I define it as there is no escape from the friend zone. Like
Okay.
my boy Mr. JC, you talking about some movie stuff. Like I've been in love with her. What was that movie? 16 Candles or something. Even in 16 Candles, she went with the jock. And my
Yeah,
boy Shucky Ducky came up
yeah,
short. He was in the friend
yeah.
zone. She was not attracted to him physically as a person. And I think attraction is nothing to do with how you look. There's nothing. I don't think that has nothing to do with how you look to a person. That's like some guys just got that swag. Like I had a big fat homeboy who used to get more chicks with me. Rest in peace, my nigga Mellow Mike. You know what I'm saying? He just had that swag and he was confident and that came to him. So I don't think it's about looks because I know I look way better than him. Rest in peace, my nigga. I love you, but but my boy used to be on it. But yeah, but the friend zone is I've been in the friend zone where it's like I've been nice trying to get with a woman and just being there for her. She might even start talking about guys she messing with, and I'm there like waiting for the sympathy sex.
Waiting for the sympathy sex. Oh shit.
Well, I'm gonna let you know it
Ain't
exists, dog.
What?
It
really?
exists, dog.
Oh,
I had a
Elaborate,
friend.
my brother.
I was in the friend zone, and
okay.
Uh-huh.
I started off by hearing about her friends, her dudes that she messed with, and woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, I'm like, okay. Next thing you know, I came on hitting the weed. Woo, woo, woo. Then next thing you know, it happened.
Hey, I was getting it in.
It happened. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
What,
I know
let
about
me
the
ask you.
dude she was messing with and all that. She confided in me in conversation. And of course, I got tired of all the talking and all that. You know what I mean? But that's
Let me
just
ask
something I had to put up with.
now. Did it become a regular, or was that just a one time thing?
Became a regular. No relationship involved.
No relationship involved. Okay. That's an escape. He escaped the friend zone. Jaywalk. He escaped. Oh shit. Where's my sound at? Man.
one
You fired. You fired, dog.
one in a million.
But no, but real talk though. Real talk though. But like
I,
I'm not saying it happens all the time. Don't even get me wrong. You know what I mean?
uh,
But at the same time, uh, uh, I- it's not easy. Like you say, I would say more not likely than likely. It's
right,
possible.
Okay.
exactly.
Man.
Exactly, because I'm like I'm telling you, I've been in that friend zone. It's just because like all of us, we got like just cool personalities. We we ain't no like, hey, yeah, come here, girl, like niggas like that. But they a lot of times looked at as wait, what's up, because
Okay, I had a question. Another question though. When does it become a decision where you say, okay, dang, I know it ain't
Wait,
happening.
wait,
You know
wait,
what
hold
I
on.
mean?
How we doing?
How you doing, sir? Top of the morning.
Oh shit.
Hey, ease up. Well, look, well, since you here, how do you feel? Kind of too close. How do
Hey,
you feel
pull
about
up a
the
chair, big
friend
ass.
zone?
Pull up a chair.
Has, has a woman ever put you in a friend zone? To where? Have you ever escaped the friend zone? Be honest.
Can't hear.
Bye.
Audio is audio is jacked
No,
up.
no, no. See,
They
that's
moving too much.
Okay. Hey, we got our
I
special.
got you. I heard you. He
We
said
got
stop
our
moving
special
something.
guest in the building. We're about to bring him on in. Let me pull up his bio real quick. So
Can't hear.
Facts.
hey, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Tony. You gotta get a speaker to the mic.
He said, say it again. You
Oh,
heard that, Tom? He heard
once
it.
in the
Come
friend
on with you,
zone,
sister.
you can't escape the friend zone.
That's you, bro. All right.
Here, can't hear.
Cigarette stank. Bye, nigga.
Hey, hold up a minute.
I don't read lips, homie.
Hey, David. All right, come on, bro. We got a show. We live. That's it.
Hey, all right. Hey, hey, hold on. Let me bring our guest in. Let me bring my guest in.
We
All
got
right,
a special guest.
got a special guest today. Sacramento native, Sacramento's own Daunte Burke. He was born and raised in Sacramento, California. Daunte is an alumni of Cal State University, Fresno. He's an investor, financial advisor by trade. He's a comedian who produced a series of shows in Sacramento, Oakland, and San Francisco. The Funny Friday comedy shows in Sacramento. Hosted social media comedy sensation Clayton Thomas and Shoulder King to comedy legends Michael Collier and Paul Mooney. Outside of comedy, Daunte is a youth football coach and a mentor for teenage boys and also a collector of exotic boa constrictors and pythons. Let's bring the brother on. We got Mr. Daunte Burks. Welcome to the show, brother.
Good morning. Salute to you, gentlemen.
All right, salute.
Salute.
Hey.
Folks, up, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I met this brother at a comedy show that brother comedian brother Louis Bruce put on back in the day. And
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Long time ago.
yeah. Yep.
That was a hell of an intro. Like, is you running for president too or something? 2022, 20.
Floyd told me to write the bio, man, so I tried to make it sound like I was somebody of significance.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. That's right. It
Man.
worked.
Salute.
So real quick, how many of the snakes do you have so far?
How many do I own? I own 8.
8.
I
Oh
have,
shit, he got one around his neck.
Yeah.
I got seven boa constrictors and one python.
Oh man, that's
Damn.
crazy, man. That's crazy. And that thing's just sitting there chilling.
Oh yeah, this is my guy here. So when Floyd said bring one out, like this one I know is the boa constrictors are pretty tame, and he's going to stay in or around either my shoulder area. If I put him in my hand, he's going to stay wrapped around my hand. But the python is something else. She does her own thing. So
Okay.
yeah, he'll stay around here. He likes it because I'm warm.
Damn. Okay. Last question on the snake. How old is that one right there, particularly?
He's a little over a year. I'd say he's about a year and maybe like 4 months.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Cool. All right. Well, our headline subject for today is the friend zone. There is no escape from the friend zone. And you familiar with the friend zone? Have you ever been in the friend zone, brother?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't made a wrong turn, made a left when I should have made a right.
Yes, sir. Okay. Let's speak on it. Mr. J Walk or Mr. Walk down there was saying there is no escape from the friend zone. Do you agree with that, or what's your opinion on that?
Well, see, I'm going to align with him. There is a very small chance of you being able to escape out of the friend zone, because I mean, I don't know how the level of if we can be 100% real, or do I gotta sugarcoat it?
100% real. Let's just keep the language
around here, brother. We don't sugarcoat.
Okay, so
yeah,
women in general, they know whether or not that they're going to have sex with you in a very short period of time.
Okay.
Right. What men do is we will try to finagle and try to figure out how we can get sex from a woman if it's not something that is immediately offered within like the first, couple of dates or so.
2 dates.
And that's because women have no issue using a man for his resources.
Ooh. So that we ain't touched on that yet. Using them for the resources.
Wait. But let's get back to real quick, Mr. Daunte.
Yes, sir.
Daunte, sir. I totally agree with you, because women do. They know if they're gonna do it with you, have sex, whatever, right?
Right.
And they will utilize your resources. Now, how long will you wait is up to the individual brother, the individual person.
Right.
How long you're going to
absolutely. And I would say that as a max, you got, as a man, you shouldn't go out with a woman more than twice. She should not have access to your non-sexual time and your finances if sex is your primary motivation, and it's not for her, because she'll allow you to take her on as many dates as you want and pay for going to the basketball game or whatever else that she wants. She'll say thank you and give you a hug and a high five, and then go give sex to the guy that she really likes.
Ooh,
Facts.
It's horrible.
Focus up, baby.
I get that call. I be getting that call.
Oh,
what
man.
time is it? 1 a.m. Come through. I'm up.
Oh,
Come through. That's what happened.
So
I've been on that. I've been on both sides of that. It's not good, man. It's not a good feeling.
So
yeah,
is being in the friend zone, is that a tarnish on your man, on you as a man? That's a negative mark.
Well, yeah, because it's up to you as a man. Like, you have to determine, okay, how successful am I at this really? And men, we don't like to lose, so we like the thrill of the chase and to keep chasing and trying to figure out how to get in them draws, and then once we get it, we'll walk away.
PTD got the draws.
Right. So as a man, that's up to you. I'm along the lines of, like, I'm not going to give my time and or money into taking a woman out more than twice, and we're not going to where I want to go with this, because I'm aware of what guys never take women out without the intent on having sex with them. A woman will go out with a guy and have no plans, absolutely ever, no never, on sleeping with him. So if I'm picking up what she's putting down, and that's the case, I'm cutting bait and I'm going to go fish somewhere else. I'm not going to waste my time. And I would encourage men to not do that as well, because really what you are training a woman or women to do is to be able to let you take her out on dates, knowing that she knows what your desired outcome is, and you don't get the desired outcome, but she got a free dinner, a nice dinner.
And that's what I always say. It's a chess game, because our motive, like you say, is to get the draws. Their motive is to get the pockets. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a tug of war. And if you're not smart enough, she's gonna get in your pocket way more faster than you gonna get in them draws. You know what I mean? So, like the homie was saying, like Dante was saying, like you could take her to the movies, pay for a car note, and you already thinking you investing on getting them draws, right? But at the same time, when you laying your head down at your spot, you know what I mean? She's laying her head down in the next dude bed that's beating it up.
Yeah,
Ain't paying nothing.
age,
She probably paying for his dinners.
Damn. As far as I can tell, I ain't never been. I've been out the market for 20 plus years, but I ain't never been in the friend zone, and I'm thankful because I hear the stories today. I'll be like, God damn, nigga,
it's really, man, like it's really when you're dealing with women, you have to set the boundaries.
Okay.
Because you're the leader.
Okay.
Right? And so you set the boundaries. This is what I want to happen, and it's had to happen within a specific period of time. Because all of that, Steve Harvey, wait 90 days. Who's doing that?
Word.
Why would you do that?
If a chick tell me wait 90 days, I'm gonna be like, call me on the 89th day.
And the 89th day.
We're gonna start
Right.
Yeah. Call me day 89.
You are training your adversary, right? That's all you're doing. And we're both programmed to do two totally separate things. We're programmed to get as much sex from as many women as possible. They're programmed to give their sex to the best man that they can. Now, their decision-making process on what determines what the best man that they can, that's totally messed up, but we have nothing to do with that. We're trying to accomplish one thing. They're trying to accomplish something totally completely opposite of ours. So it's up to the man. But what you shouldn't do is keep running around chasing a woman, not in this day and age. We're talking 30 years ago, yeah, maybe so. But women want equality, and they have pushed for equality. So equality means that I owe you nothing, you owe me nothing. We're both in this thing as equals.
But I will say this, where I do disagree with you, Mr. Dante. I'm gonna say this, like I have taken women out on dates where I had no intentions on nothing, but they have been genuine friends. Like, cause I remember I met a woman, and then it was like I wanted to hit that, right? And then we're talking on the phone, we're setting up the date, and then she was like, "So you gonna pick me up?" And she was, the way she was talking just turned me off. So that money I would have spent on her, I called up a real genuine friend of mine, a female. I'm like, "Yo, let's go to the movies and let's go have dinner." I spent like $90 on my friend, and we just had a good genuine time. Where with that chick, it was like I just was not feeling her energy, and I spent that money just to have a good time.
Let me ask you this: so the one that you called up, was she in your friend zone? Like, does she want you sexually, and you just look at her?
I'm losing transmission.
That was going to be my next question. Is okay. So she's your friend, because this notion that men and women,
he's my friend, bro,
can be friends.
You ain't shit, boy.
You can. But if the opportunity presents itself in order for you to get them draws, you'll get them draws.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the beast, man.
Right. Men are friends with women that they have some sort of alignment or attraction to. Generally, it's physically, but in very rare circumstances, it can be mentally, a mental attraction. Like, she's not, what I'm attracted to physically, but I love how she thinks, and when we have conversations, that there can be some sort of attraction that way. But like, I don't know of a guy that has like a friend that was like a lifelong friend that's a woman that he wouldn't, if the opportunity presented itself, he wouldn't do that. He would take him down.
Real talk.
and deal with the consequences later.
I always felt that a male and females could never be friends in that sense, because there's always, as far as I feel, men are always like, man, if I could have sex with her, I would, and that's what how we view them, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
That'll make us bad men. That'll
Yeah,
make men bad.
It makes you a man.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the thing that I hate about this new culture, is that they want to penalize men for being men.
Yeah.
But that is, it's ridiculous. The way we are wired, that's like we are at the end of a conversation, or the end of the day, we are a male mammal. Just like a gorilla is a male mammal, or a lion is a male mammal. And you show me the lion that has a pride that doesn't have 4 or 5 female lioness around him.
Okay.
In our society, we just have to have money in order to have that kind of lifestyle.
Right.
But if you go into other countries, over into Europe and Asia and Africa, it's standard for a man to have multiple women, as long as you can take care of the women that you have. Only in this culture is it like illogical or unacceptable for a man to have multiple women.
I don't know what coach you talking about. It's America, baby. It's called being single.
Hey, wait. Let me say is that that the woman knows that the man has multiple women. Let me emphasize that. But everything in our biology tells us that's how we're designed, right? Women can they can give birth to a child for a season in their life. Then it's a wrap. It's done. Once the factory is started for a man, we can produce.
Leave this topic alone. We done with this.
Trying to end it. Look, you had enough. You had enough. So let's wrap it up. In the case though,
ain't no escape from the friend zone.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she's got to run out of all her resources, man. She's got to hit her mid-30s to early 40s and ran out of all her resources, and then be looking at you like, oh shit, you've been here all this time.
So we all
I can no longer get the guy. I can't get the guy that I really want anymore. So I guess I'll just settle for you. Oh my goodness.
That's sympathy sex. That's what I was talking about earlier, fellas. It's such thing as sympathy sex. You get that sympathy sex, dog.
Oh yeah. Let a woman get above 35 and she ain't married, and then she start looking around like, what the fuck is going on? The guys that I like I'm not getting the same level of attention at the club when I go out anymore. Nobody's really checking for me. What am I going to do?
Man.
No
Dante gives me attention, right? That's how that works.
No escape from the friend zone. Next topic.
Okay, so let's move on.
No escape.
Oh, okay. Okay, but on to a much serious topic. I sat back and I was
before you start, Mr. JC, the shout outs. Much love and respect to those who follow. Tanisha, what's up, girl? Tunnel Vision. That's the home girl. No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay. With the shout outs, or you want me to continue on?
The shout outs.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna finish out the shout outs, my bad. To the Home We Play Card Club. Appreciate y'all. To La Brea Towing. Appreciate you sponsoring us and looking out for us. Like the homies, interrupted my little speech, Tunnel Vision. What's up, girl? How you doing out there? To Black August Studios, to Kilo 2 and Nola J on all music platforms, to Wake Up, Clean Up, Stand Up. Appreciate y'all. Kusu, appreciate y'all. And Disney Magical Adventures. Appreciate y'all tuning in. But on to, like I said, another serious subject. Why do our young generation glorify killing our own.
Ooh, man.
Mm.
Who want to start with that? Mr. J. Wall?
Um,
Oh,
you speaking as far as the music, of course, because it's a hot topic. It sounds good. I'm gonna be honest
Not
with
even the
you.
music; it's the killing every day in the streets.
I mean, if it's happening, I mean, wait. I'm gonna speak from the music side perspective
Uh huh.
because it's happening. But here's the thing: all races, all race of people kill their own. White folk kill white folk. Mexicans
Mm.
kill Mexicans.
That's not what we talking about. We said glorify.
yeah, because
Who are we here?
you don't hear no white people songs talking about going out killing ops. That's the only
So,
black
Yeah, you
so, so
don't.
we wait, hold on.
and
So
Mexican.
we are talking about music. Come on now. So we are talking about music then.
I
Mhm.
mean,
Glorifying it in the music.
Wait. It's two things saying being said. So what are we talking about as far as that? We're talking
Glorifying
about music, right?
glorifying it. Because y'all
That's through the music, right?
but let's say if they on YouTube talking about going and pissing on their enemy's grave, they're glorifying the music. It's not in music at that point.
We're talking about the music,
It's
brother.
just glorifying it. If you go to somebody's grave site and
It's
piss on their grave,
it's a culture, man. It's the culture of making yourself seem to be more vicious and more cruel and more heartless than your your rivals and your enemies, and that's become a cultural phenomenon, whether it's in the music or what they post on social media. Yeah, it's that is how you gain respect or credibility amongst your peers. That's how you gain your reputation by how savage it appears that you could be to um,
A
uh,
person.
your enemies, a person. Yeah.
enemies. Okay. I mean, the way it's appearing, man, it's because we tried to. I know when JC first brought it up, we was looking at like it's not just this generation. That it's the generation before, the generation before that. It's constant that we always glorifying killing the enemies, and it's like it's justified because we look at them as ops. They give them these names or pseudo names or whatever pseudonyms.
mhm.
Ops, the enemies, the other side, and just
Mm-hmm.
killing them at random.
And it be our own.
Our
It
own.
don't be. It don't be Asians. It don't be whites. You know what I mean? It don't be. It don't be no other race. And it's like when we're talking about killing ops and this and that, it's a genocide of words that you know is real deep. And I'm gonna explain why I'm saying this. It's because growing up in an environment 61st and Hooper, you know, all I saw was black on black crime, right? So I didn't see nothing wrong with it at that point, right? I just saw it as some type of normalcy, right? When
Mm-hmm.
homie go over there and he catch a murder at the corner grocery store, he go to jail for a long time. I saw that as normalcy, right? I saw that as what came with the territory. Um, and all along, I did not know that my mind was being programmed at that point to accept um, that as normal and me to
Mm-hmm.
see it as you know something that society accepts, right?
When you say being programmed, you mean being programmed how? In the music or witnessing it every day?
Well, yeah, witnessing it. The
Okay.
music wasn't even on that level as much back then
Okay.
in
No.
the 80s. You understand
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
So
I'm
you said
53 50.
you you said black on black crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think Hispanics kill Hispanics or they just killing black?
I think we
Did you
know
hear me?
Hispanics kill Hispanics. I think we know that. Hispanics, we know that
Hello?
everybody
Yeah.
kills within their race.
I think what he's saying is
Right.
not necessarily the violence, but because everybody kills people who look like them, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right. Who they're
the weed
around.
kill The weeds kill the grass because the weeds and the grass are in the same area, and they're fighting over a very, very small area of land that has very few resources. So they're going to try to fight and kill one another because they want the resources in your line. It's
I like that
no
analogy.
different.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's no different when you remove resources from from human beings, like, and we have to fight and kill over resources. Well, then we're capable of being savages. And I think what my brother was saying, you grow up on 61st and Hoover, I know exactly where that's at. You grow up seeing what happens in that area, and that becomes normal to you. It doesn't move you in any way after a certain period of time. But when you step back and when you get older and you move out of that area and you get a bit older, you realize that, like, you grew up in a war zone and you probably got post-traumatic stress disorder, because it's not normal to see your friends one day and then a week later they've been killed or murdered by a group of people, and you deal with that from 8 to 18. That's not normal.
Let me explain something though. That is true. I get anxiety when I see a black person, and I'm
Right.
black. Do you understand what I mean? And I said, damn, where does this anxiety come from, JC? I said, you know what, JC? It comes from the damage you've done in your community against your own.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from you having just a nervous reaction from you seeing a black person, wondering where they're from or wondering if they're going to approach you and ask you where you from.
Right.
You know, I had to kind of reprogram my mindset over the years, man. I'm still reprogramming my mindset right to this day, bro. When I see a black dude, I'm more alert on him than I am on any other race.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that don't even make sense, man.
And it's because of that conditioning that we've all, if you grew up in a certain demographic, don't matter what city it's in, you grew up in a certain demographic, you have been conditioned to look at people who look like you, that you are not familiar with, that you don't know, that this potentially may be someone who is a threat to me. So I have to keep my eye on them.
That's crazy, man.
And that is learned behavior, right? And you learned it. It was taught to you by how the place where you grew up with. That was something that we all learned, right? I can be in a social setting, and if some dudes aren't dressed in a way that I think that they should be dressed in that area, it immediately catches my attention. What are these dudes doing? He's flamed up. Why? Pay attention to him.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Because,
but I would take it to the point where it's not. It's like, see, we're talking as black men about black men, because
right,
believe it or not, white folks do the same thing with young white folks, and Hispanics do the same thing.
No, they don't.
With
No, they don't.
Hispanics. Yes, they do.
I'm gonna
Are you saying it's just
they look at each other like, well, what the heck? Because just like not everybody gangbanging as Hispanic.
So you said it's not
they look at
black
like,
folks.
yeah,
it's not
ain't no
black folks.
Huh?
You're saying it's not unique to black folks.
It's not.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay, but is it
hey nigga? No.
It's extreme amongst us. We see it every day, and we watching them get
because we see it as, because we're all, it's 4 black men talking about black people, bro.
Have you ever heard a song of white man talking about killing another white man?
In the song.
In your windows. It's in your windows.
No.
It's in your window. They just
I never heard it. I never heard it.
It's saying Clown Posse.
Oh no, we talking about we can go country.
We can
go any other nationality.
That's not
not
culturally.
Little Rob.
Not culturally what they discuss in their music, man.
You talking
It's
about
not like we can point out like the outlier, right? But it's not a common theme in music. In our music, it is a common theme for the artists to talk about killing as many black people as they can. You could shoot 1,000 niggas in a rap song. You better not mention killing one Jew. That song will never make it to on their album. It won't make it.
Man, go ahead.
That's what bothers me. I was like, we glorified this. You know, our younger generation glorified this music, and I'm like, the police killing us.
Yep.
Y'all not saying nothing about the police.
Man.
You know, but they really making it an effort, like I say, to kill this nigga over here. And I grew up listening to this music, man. I'm guilty, man. I'm still guilty to it, man. Because I'm comfortable listening to that type of music. I'm just being honest.
Right.
But I know mentally.
We have been the greatest proponents of the destruction of our generation and the next generation. If we're frankly being honest about the situation that we find ourselves in culturally now, because this is one of the things that I talk about when it relates to how there are few fathers in our homes now that are leading families, and the fathers who are some that are sometime fathers or have limited access to their children, they're not the best role models. And so it's like one generation is making it worse and putting the burden even greater on the following generation, right? And then as we age, we see like, man, this probably was not the best thing to be encouraging or to be letting our children listen to. Because in this book that people read only on Sundays in most places, there's this verse that says that your faith come by what you hear.
Wow.
So you believe what it is that you hear, because when you hear words, they create an image in your mind. And so you are seeing it visually in your mind's eye, what you hear. And so that music repeats a message over and over and over again that we accept as truth. And so that's how and why it becomes so easy for us to do the harshest and most violent things to people who look like us, because we know that we won't get as punished or penalized for that as we will for if we do that to someone that doesn't look like us, because you wouldn't dare think about doing that to a white man.
Wow.
Crazy shit. Yeah, it's a sad situation we in, bro. It's a sad situation. We got to find our way out of it. And I know it takes the men to lead the youth up out of that situation, man. And that's why when I think about the brother, Mr. Daunte, when he's doing that youth football, you know what I'm saying? That's a way to corral them out of that. And, you know, he's in an opportune position to, get them on something else other than that type of thinking mind state. You like, come on, let's do some sports with the Ducks. And can you speak on that a little bit, brother?
Oh man, yeah. I'm the head coach of the 14U Sacramento Ducks youth football team. I've been in that position for like the Ducks have been around for 6 years. I've been the 14U coach for the last 5.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I'm the last coach that they're going to see. If you're 13 or 14 years old, I'm the last stop before I send you off to go to high school.
Wow.
So I coach football, but I teach life. Right? I use football as the bait to teach these guys about being responsible and accountable for themselves. And then also talking with them about it's a cold world now.
Yeah.
And we're not as prepared, and I don't think that most of us are really even pay attention to the technological advances that are happening or that have happened. And I tell them, hey, you're 14. In 4 years from now, you will be a graduate of high school. If you don't know what you want to do now, you got about 4 to 7 years to figure out what it is that you want to do with your life before consequences and repercussions start appearing.
Man.
Right?
Real talk.
Because it's not 1992. When in 1992, you could say, hey, I want to go out and I want to be figure out what I want to do by the time I graduate from high school, and you can have a realistic chance of figuring out a job or a career line path that you want to go to. But what we're not discussing is that robots and artificial intelligence is going to replace a ton of jobs and careers in the work field.
Hey, you seen that new burger flipper? They got an automatic burger flipper at these restaurants right now. It make the burgers and the fries.
Right.
Man.
And they have the kiosks in the McDonald's and in the Burger King, so you don't even have to go up and talk to someone. You pay for your food there. And they got the machines back there that can make the fries, make the hamburger, cut up the tomatoes and the whole nine. So even the entry level jobs are becoming victim.
They're being eliminated.
I remember back in the 80s, late 70s, we watch these not these shows like the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, where they would speak like computers are taking over, computers are doing this, computers are doing that. Guess what? We living in those times. It already happened. Remember the doorman that used to hold the door open for you? Yeah. Automated doors.
Yep.
Hey.
Even at Walmart, it's you self-checkout.
Yep.
Right. When I was growing up as a kid, I always thought as a little bitty kid, the coolest job was to be the garbage man, because the garbage man used to ride on the back of the truck and they hop off the back of the truck, and two of them, they pick up the aluminum garbage can and dump it into the garbage truck and press the button and it smashed the garbage shit up. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world to be, man. And I noticed as time went on, and I probably got to be about 11, 12 years old, it went from a 3-man crew with one driver and 2 guys hanging on the side. It's one driver and a truck with an arm that picks up and dumps that trash, lets it go, and keeps on moving.
Yeah,
because that truck don't get sick. That truck don't need benefits.
Yep, man.
Right? And they probably saving $120,000 a year.
More than that. And guess what?
Well, times 2, because they have 2 guys on the back of the truck.
Man.
Now there's none.
Yeah.
And
if they can eliminate the one that's driving, they will. If
they come to that. Google.
That's Google. That's Uber. That's on the way.
Tesla.
On the way.
Tesla. It's on the way.
Hell yeah. That's on the way, man.
So a lot of what I talk to my boys about is you have to figure out what it is that you enjoy doing, right? And I don't care what it is, because I tell them like, hey, I'm a football coach, but I don't get paid for this. But if you love football enough, that you can develop a career as a football coach. Yeah. Bill Belichick is a multimillionaire as a football coach in the NFL. And all of those other coaches that you see that are head coaches in the NFL, they're millionaires. The coaches that you see at these universities that play on Saturdays, they're millionaires. And if they're not millionaires, they're damn near close to being it. So you have to find whatever it is. I don't care if it's being a janitor. Yes, find what it is that you enjoy doing and focus the majority of your energy on that, because you can develop that skill set to become a professional at that. And what you do for a living will never seem like work to you, because the last thing you want to do is work, have a job that you hate and have to work that job for a living, and then you wake up and you 43 years old and you like, I did not see myself working at the state of California's Department of Education or agriculture for the rest of my life. What happened? Well, what happened was you didn't find what your purpose is.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So hey,
you
brother,
gotta figure that out. I can't tell you what it is, but you got to figure it out. And
brother,
more than likely, you know.
Brother Daunte, so in my opinion, what you're doing is a positive for the community. Do you have a link or somewhere that we could go if we wanted to contribute to your cause to continue on teaching our youth and coaching them in football? Is there somewhere we could donate if the people?
Yeah, the Sacramento Ducks.com. You can look us up on Facebook as well. Sacramento Ducks Youth Football. We do football for the boys and the girls, and hey, it's 2022. We do cheerleading for the boys and the girls too. So yeah, we're on all of the social media platforms. We got a website. We are a nonprofit organization. We have our 501c3. So if anyone wants to make a tax deductible donation, they can contact through the email or direct message someone on the Facebook site or the Facebook page, and someone will respond and get you the information. But yeah, we're trying to keep these dudes. I'm trying to have a season where I don't have to write somebody's probation officer a letter.
Man, bro.
Wow.
Okay.
Because that's the reality of the situation, is that if you don't do these things, more and more they fall victim to the streets.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. So we gotta touch off on this topic now. I'm gonna plug my new my upcoming show, the spinoff for the Focus Up show. It's gonna be called Black Folks and White Politics. So right now we're gonna get into it. Yes, sir. That's gonna be a spinoff. But right now we're gonna get into the Russia-Ukraine situation. We can speak on it on a broad level, or we could focus in on what does this mean to Black folks. Let's speak on it, Mr. JC.
Wow. The government is something else, man. The United States is something else, man.
Yes, sir.
We've been hearing for months that Putin has been moving, his fleet into Ukraine, and they're saying, "Oh, this is just for this, it's just for that," and all along, the United States know they're going to attack them.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I mean? That's why we were pulling everybody out, But at the same time, it's a scary situation to see this happening in our day in history at this point in time. Yeah. You know what I mean? The way gas is, this is really going. I think this is really going to shift the struggle to the lower people on the bottom.
So does this? So you said it's going to affect us, particularly as Black folks. It's going to affect us because of the prices.
Yeah, we the ones that's struggling. So it's like the minorities is going to get hit first.
Okay,
you understand what I mean? And then it's going to trickle up to the highest.
Should we, as Black folks, care about Russia invading? Because if I remember correctly, they're taking back Ukraine, right? If I remember correctly, they had it at one point and lost it, and now they're getting it back. Or should we care as Black folks?
I don't think
that's a good question.
I don't give a rat's behind, to be honest. No disrespect to none of that. Because to be honest, this is the same thing the United States did in Iraq. It's like, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. And we went over there, we smashed stuff and destroyed their whole way of living. That's what's going on now with the Soviet Union, but with Russia doing with the Ukraine right now. They over there just destroying their whole way of life and living for their purposes. And I feel like American citizens, we got our nerve to even say anything about it, because we've done did it so many times. And how many countries is America occupying right now?
Real shit. Real shit.
How many?
Okay, Mr.
How
Burke.
many? Like about 30, something like that.
Okay.
So
That's
I'm
real.
gonna address this from a totally different perspective. If you were Vladimir Putin, you would do exactly what Vladimir Putin is doing.
Real shit. Real shit.
If you've paid attention to the growth of NATO and the countries that have been added to NATO since 1997,
What that's the North American Trade Organization or something?
North America Treaty
Oh, North Atlantic.
Organization, or
Okay.
North Atlantic Treaty
North Atlantic
Organization, right? So this is something that started back in World War II, right? So when Hitler and the Germans attacked, were treaded into the Soviet Union, the United States was over in Europe, and they were able to stop Hitler on both sides. After that war, that's where you have the development of NATO. So now you have France, Europe, Italy, the major European countries that were aligned with the United States to defeat Germany. Since then, post 1997, you have all of these other Eastern European countries who have joined NATO, and they are literally surrounding Russia because Russia is no longer the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
So as a member of NATO, if you attack one member of NATO, it means that you've attacked them all.
Yeah. So it makes
what Putin is doing is saying, I want to build back the Soviet Union because if I don't build back the Soviet Union, I'm going to lose these countries to NATO. Yep. And then I got a serious issue now.
Man, real
because
talk.
China may or may not come to my rescue if a situation pops off.
Yep.
And North Korea may not come to my rescue if a situation pops off. So I am going to go and get back the countries that I can and make them under my regime, under one rule. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a situation that I can't win.
Real talk.
Wow.
Well, that wraps it up right there. We understand it, got a clarity on what is going on, and I mean, so we understand how it affects us. We didn't get to our last subject, so we'll save that for next week. Mr. Daunte Burksizm, appreciate you coming on the show today.
Hey, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. And I want to, before I get off, I'm working on developing a podcast called Manish.
Manish, okay.
I want to extend the invitation to you all to come and be on the show. And we are going to discuss man topics because I appreciate what you guys are doing. And I have found a desire to speak to men because nobody is talking to men.
Yes,
and what I found out just recently, man, and it hurt my heart. So I had to take these tests in order to become certified through the Elk Grove School District.
Hey. You do your own podcast. It's our podcast.
I want to drop this nugget on you guys.
Finish. Go ahead, bro.
I had to take these tests. One of these tests was devoted to suicide.
Okay.
Did you know that the highest demographic in America with regard to suicide are men ages 45 to 55?
Yes, sir. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. And when I read that, it hurt me on the inside. A, because I'm approaching that age, but B, the second highest demographic are teenage girls.
Damn. Okay. Damn. I didn't know that. I never heard that, bro.
So what I found that is common amongst the two is that in their society, as a teenage girl, the socially awkward girl is the one who's going to get picked on by both the girls and the boys.
Man. Yeah, let's go. Well, hey man, we look forward to your show.
Yes,
Oh, man,
sir.
I'm gonna have you guys on, man, because we got to talk about some stuff. So
Oh yeah, we
give
can
us the
do that.
invites, and we're gonna, it's gonna be dope, man. And I appreciate you for reaching out to me, Floyd.
Yes, sir. Dog. Real talk, but
Hey,
appreciate you, man. You
it was a
take care.
pleasure, Daunte.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
C, I appreciate you, bro. Take care.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all.
Take care, man. Yes, sir.
Focus up, baby.
That's right, man. So hey, bro. Oh, so we're about to end this podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, checking out our show. Had
Once
a big
again,
guest
once
today.
again.
You know what I'm saying? We do this every week, every Saturday at 9 a.m. We're going to be here speaking on topics that's relevant to us as Black folks. And, you know, just to put it out there, we are a network, the Focus Up Network. So we are looking to create new podcasts. If you have a show ideal, you could bring it to us and we'll work with you to help make that a reality. You know what I'm saying? We're not out here just money grabbing or trying to siphon money off of you for your show. We'll work 100%. I ain't gonna say free, but you know what I'm saying? We'll work with you to make it a success. If you're not familiar with the working of the computer and how to get this thing going, we're learning as we go. And whatever we know, we're willing to share with anybody that's willing to make it happen. So you can particularly contact me, Brother Floyd, Mr. Floyd X over here, and I can help you out and reach out to JC, J Walk, reach out to any one of us, and we'll point you in the right direction.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So you want to close it out or any
My man.
Any last words, Mr. JC?
Nah, just once again, this is a close to the show.
Yep.
You know, very interesting topics, and we'll catch y'all next Saturday, 9:00 sharp.
That's right. All right, you take care, brother. Peace out, Mr. JC.
All right. Go on.
All right, ending the broadcast.